Hello everyone, I welcome you to the series of tutorials on cybersecurity. I am Deepak Nial, and if you have seen my previous lecture, you might be remembering that we have discussed about users, listing users or switching users from one account to another account using terminal, and then we discussed about adding users to the sudoers file. Now in this tutorial, I am going to discuss about the ls command. Although ls is very basic command, and we generally use it without knowing much about it. But this is generally first command that Linux user encounters. So first and foremost, basic task of ls is to list down the files and directories. So let us first see definition of ls using type ls, and you can see that ls is an alias to the ls hyphen hyphen color equal to auto. So these parameters hyphen hyphen color equal to auto are included every time you use the ls command, and this provide different colors to the different file types in the ls listing. Let us type ls, and you can see there are some different color to this desktop and download than the password and these other files, right? So if you have a directory or a simple plain file, maybe it is .c or it is .c++ or .py or .sh, so colors are dependent on those file types, right? And this parameter is responsible for that. So if you want to see the listing of files, you have to just type ls. You can also list down the content of some other directories. So for that you need to pass the path of the directory. Like you want to check listing of the desktop, then you have to type like this ls desktop. Now go to the desktop and see the listing, you will see the same thing, right? Now if you want to check listing of multiple directories, you have to type name of multiple directories separated by spaces, and then you will see that cyber has abc.txt and data has these number of files, and you can see multiple colors here, right? These green colors are showing that these kind of files are executable files, and this color is showing actually directory, and these white files are some normal files. You can also list down the hidden files. So for that what you have to do, ls hyphen a, and you can see there are three files. These two are dot and double dot. So what you can do, you can write ls hyphen capital A, and then these files will be hidden, but all the others can be seen, right? So you can also use another parameter hyphen l, and using this parameter you can see the long listing of the files, right? You can see here the listing is long and in a single column. You can also use multiple parameters together like this, and you can see we have dot dot also. If you want to hide them, use capital A, right? And you can see there is size of file 040964096, and these are in bytes. So when we have multiple files, sometimes it is not very convenient to know the size of these files. So what we have to do, we can use another parameter, and that is hyphen h. So we are combining all the parameters together, and now you can see it's 4k and 4k. There are some more things, let me show you again. When we are doing ls or ls hyphen l, we have cyber first and data after that. If you want to print this order in reverse, what you have to do, you have to use a small r, and now you can see data is first and cyber is after that. Clear? There is one more option, hyphen capital R, and what does this option do? It will print all the contents of all the directories in recursive way. Like you have these two folders, and data has five folders, and then those five folders have again five folders, and then those have some files, so it will print all of them. So what you have to do, hyphen l and r, or you can remove hyphen l as of now and see the content like this. So this has all these four files and so on. So there are a lot of files, so I will not scroll much above than this, right? Now coming back to this hyphen l command, you can see we have some characters here, so we will be knowing about them right now. Before that, you can see if you want to check more options for the ls, you can do man, and then ls, and you will find a lot of options and details of them. I am not going to discuss about them here, but you can read this manual if you want to know more about this. So there is not much difference in these two files, everything is showing same. So what I will do, I will go to the data folder, clear this, and now I will check ls hyphen lh, and now you can see we have 10 characters here, some are dash, and the first is d. In this case, wherever you see d, that means this is directory, right? Wherever it is hyphen, that means it's normal file. And you could have multiple characters instead of d or hyphen. It could be b, it could be c, it could be I, N, P or S. All these are different file types, right? So whenever there is a dash, that means it's a regular file. And then there are three groups of three characters each, you can see here, right? So this first group is for file owner, second is for group members, and third is for others. And rwx means read, write and executable. So these are the rights given to the user. So try to explore and understand the entries of this file. So first is dash, that means it's a regular file. And then there are three characters read, write and x, that means file owner can read this file, write the file and execute the file. But other group members can only read the file and other users can only read the file. That means other group members and all other users are not allowed to write and execute this file, right? So we can allow other group members and other users to execute or write these files, but we'll be discussing that command or changing permissions in the next lecture. So I think this is enough content for this lecture. If you have any doubt or query, you can always write in the comments, I will surely respond back. If you like my tutorial, please like the video, share it with your friends and comment a doubt on the videos itself. So I will meet you in the next lecture with a new concept. Till then, thank you so much.